What's up, guys? Welcome to Box Football, and I'm back here with Jack. And I just want to talk about this topic that's been on my mind for a long time. I want to talk about Jack's buddy, Mo Salah, and why is he so underappreciated? Because I seen this thing yesterday. It was trending about who would you rather have in your prime, Suarez or Salah for Liverpool, and I think it was people just saying, "Oh, this don't disrespect Salah," like that, all that sort of stuff there. And I just realized at the overall look of Mo Salah, for what he is doing, he's not put in the light compared to other like great players of this generation, like your Eden Hazard, like your Gareth Bale. He doesn't seem to be as appreciated, not just from fans, but also like a few of his peers. I remember sometime like we're talking about like Chamberlain was talking about, oh yeah, who has the best left foot in Liverpool, and the guy who was interviewing Chamberlain thought he was gonna say Salah, and goes Salah, and Chamberlain like, Salah's nowhere near the best left foot, and I was like, wait, this guy who scores week in and week out doesn't have one of the best left foot, and that's coming from his own teammate there.
Right.
But like the overall consensus with Salah is just for what he's done for Liverpool. People just seem to be still on the fence with him, and there seems to be the jury's still out with Mo Salah, and I find it baffling. And Jack has always been I'm not gonna lie, a bit of a Salah hater.
It's not true. Look, everybody out there. I want to give my kind of just baseline, because I also feel this is kind of the same opinion that I have about Messi. Guys, I think Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest footballer of all time. Yes, I do. I think Messi is a skinny your teeth behind him. I don't think Messi's fourth best of all time or fifth. I think it's that close. In the same way, just because I don't rate Mo Salah like that, it doesn't mean I think he's garbage and he shouldn't be starting and that Liverpool should have kept Jordan Ibe instead of signing Mo Salah. No, they made the absolute right call. He's one of the best players in the Premier League. He's a great player. But I think, James, you mentioned it there. Why doesn't he get the respect he deserves? And for me, it boils down to the fact that he fulfills a role that, in my opinion, if you put other players of a similar skill set, of which there are many, into that position in that Liverpool team, you would expect somewhat similar results. You mentioned Luis Suarez there. You mentioned Eden Hazard. You mentioned Gareth Bale. I don't think at any point in their respective Real Madrid, Spurs, Liverpool, or Chelsea careers, we'll leave Eden Hazard's Real Madrid career, that at any point, Hazard in his prime, you could go, oh, pluck him out, bring somebody else in with a similar skill set, we'll get the same result. Bale at Spurs, forget about it. Nobody else could have done what Bale did at Spurs while he was at Spurs. In the exact same way with Luis Suarez. What Luis Suarez was able to do for Liverpool in his spell there was incredible, comparatively so. With Mo Salah, he has a certain skill set which fits and benefits from the Jurgen Klopp style of football. We see him play by his heat map of his positioning as basically the central striker, with support from two of the best fullbacks in the world, one of the most selfless strikers we've seen the Premier League has ever seen in Roberto Firmino. Obviously, he's fallen off a little bit now. And obviously, Sadio Mane on the other side, who demands a lot of attention. It's not, for me, a huge disrespect thing. But I think you just said it. He doesn't get the respect he has because I think that there are a number of players who you could put in that position, in that Liverpool team, give the same roles and responsibilities, and they would get similar results. Doesn't mean Mo Salah's a bad player, but if you look at what he did at Roma, Fiorentina, Chelsea, Basel, it's not the same level as the guy we've seen at Liverpool. And the reason why his performances have ramped up, yes, he's gotten better, but he's benefiting from the system in which he's playing in.
But Jack, that's credit to the football player. That's credit to the football player showing growth and development. No, Jack.
Yes.
Okay. For instance, let me bring up a little player for you. A guy called Thierry Henry. So he had a time at Juventus. He played as a fullback and wasn't really that great for them. Was shipped off to Arsenal, and the guy called Arsene Wenger helped him to be, in my opinion, the greatest Premier League player of all time. Are we just gonna say, oh, just because of Arsene Wenger, Thierry Henry, just because of Arsene Wenger, that's the only reason why Thierry Henry was great?
At Thierry Henry's peak, do you think, how many other players in the world do you think, if you take Henry out, you put them into Henry's position, you go, do what we're telling Henry to do? How many do you think could execute that?
Yeah, but Jack, I don't think many people can execute what Mo Salah does. I really, really because
so that's where we disagree, because I don't think there's hundreds, but I think there's tens of players for me in the world who could do what he does.
But Jack, football isn't always black and white. It isn't always, oh, you put someone in there, they're going to be successful. Sadio Mane has been great for Liverpool, but he doesn't bring up the numbers that Mo Salah has, and he has as many chances as Mo Salah.
But people don't talk. But James, no. But you got that wrong, because people don't talk about Sadio Mane and Mo Salah on the same level.
No. If you talk to Liverpool fans, they'll tell you at a time, Sadio Mane being the best player, out of the front three. But my thing with Mo Salah, for what he does and how he has been able to do it, I don't think anyone can argue. We are like when I look at Mo Salah right now, yes, I get it. He doesn't blow me away like Eden Hazard would do at his at his time at Chelsea, or the way Gareth Bale did at Tottenham. But you know what I see with Mo Salah is the efficiency level. He is the type of player that if I want to be successful, I want to win trophies, I'm putting Mo Salah in my team. You know why? Because he is going to get the job done compared to all these guys, Jack.
But that's not the guy we saw at Basel, at Chelsea, at Roma, at Fiorentina. This was only since he played with this Jurgen Klopp team and this role that he's been given.
Yes, but Jack, that's down to growth as a football player. I can mention Gareth Bale, how he was a winger. How he was a fullback and he wasn't great at first when he started at Tottenham, and freaking Harry Redknapp came in, helped him change a little bit. He developed into that. Am I going to look at the first 3-4 years of him and say, but James, he wasn't that?
But that's not true, is it? That's not true. He did not do that developing like you're saying, because James, in his first season, so in one season, you're not going to get that Liverpool kind of thing. He got Liverpool. He got his most goals. So it's not like he's been at Liverpool and then gotten better and better and developed. Most from being there straight away.
But Jack, the best thing for Mo Salah is that yes, he had that one season, and people were like, okay, yeah, one season wonder. Then he had a second season. Then he had a third season, fourth season. He's not a one-hit wonder. He is consistently good every single year. And I look at a player like Eden Hazard, as much as I love watching and I reference him in my coaching. He doesn't have the consistency of a Mo Salah who in and year out is ruthless. He gets goals. He's always there for you.
Rarely
big moments, he
James,
shows up.
Yeah, but I'm not arguing a lack of consistency or that he's a good player. I'm telling you that in a conversation where you're talking about who are you taking, prime Suarez, Hazard, Bale, Salah is a level below those other guys. Those other guys could do stuff at that time for the teams that they were a part of that were outside of tactical operation. Gareth Bale was not that guy for Spurs because, some great tactical positioning and getting him in the right position. Bale just took games over. Hazard picked the ball up on the halfway line, ran through the entire team and scored. Who's the other one? Luis Suarez put Liverpool on his back with the goals he scored and the things he was capable of doing. For me, without the team, without Jurgen Klopp, Mo Salah is nothing. And I think that we see that from his Liverpool performances. It's not a development or growth thing as a player, because his best season at Liverpool was his first one. He didn't grow to it or develop to it in his second, third, or fourth year. He had a great first year, and then he's dropped back down to where I think he is as a player, a beneficiary of the system, on average of just over 20 goals a year. And James, you're right. Availability is the best ability you can have. But in my opinion, at the top echelons of the game, I would take a number of players, historically and right now, ahead of Mo Salah.
But Jack, do you know what I mean by the development? First year was goals. And then season after that, I seen a player who was at first known as this selfish guy, but has now become more of a team player. And also, Jack, to me,
I'm just quickly, I don't buy into that. I don't see Mo Salah as a selfish player. I think there are many players who are selfish ahead of Mo Salah.
But that's like one of the biggest things people point out with him. But the thing I've seen, Jack, with him that's made me realize, okay, this guy's irresistible right now, is the efficiency level, Jack.
He was fifth in assists last year, wasn't he?
Yeah. No, yes,
Guy's not
Jack.
selfish.
No, but that's something that's always been pointed at
Yeah,
him. But to
it's
me,
a weird criticism. Didn't Graham Souness say that once? I think.
yeah, but like to me, that is the like that is the point. Yes, the goals have kind of dropped just a little. It's still 25-30, like the like every season. It's not the 44 that like he scored in his first season, but his contribution to the team, like overall, is even greater now. You know, Jack, we may see times when Mo Salah might play like up front, or like he might switch wings. Like he is to me just becoming a more of a, I wouldn't say complete striker, but he's becoming that complete player now for what he does for this Liverpool team.
But James, in my opinion, if you take Mo Salah out and you put him into a different team, we see a complete drop off in terms of a player. We see numbers like he was getting at Roma, which in the league was probably a goal a game, a goal every other game kind of thing. And again, I'm not trying to tell you that he's the worst player that football's ever seen. I think he's a good to great player. But when we're talking about the upper echelon, top tier talent, like the names that you've referenced in that poll, I'm taking prime Luis Suarez over Mo Salah any day of the week. I think that he's exchangeable. Diogo Jota, no disrespect to Mo Salah or Diogo Jota here, but for me, we've seen Diogo Jota come into this Liverpool team and we've seen a massive spike in terms of his performances and levels. And I think that if he were to take over that right wing spot from Mo Salah, we'd see a similar level of production. Now, it's not a diss to Mo Salah, but it just proves that Diogo Jota has a certain skill set which Klopp likes, which is, again, a benefit of the system, and it's interchangeable, excuse me.
I wouldn't say that, because I feel like what Mo Salah does and who he is to me is a different sort of player to what you see at Diogo Jota. Yes, Jack, he isn't the most outstanding dribbler in the world. He does give away the ball a lot. But for what he does for this Liverpool team, the way he reads the game, the way he's able to put himself, it's to me, it's not even a coach. You put yourselves in a position to score goals. You get into the position, and he has been able to do that. And he does that, in my opinion, the best in the Premier League.
So he just joined Liverpool, and it magically just happened.
Sometimes the perfect match,
because he was at a number of major clubs before.
The right manager, the right club, the right player.
I would look more to the environment in which he was playing with. To me, one of the best coaches, the best manager, a generational talented manager in Jurgen Klopp, and a master motivator as well. And I would look to him and give him the credit. We've seen Jordan Henderson explode in terms of this new role and this new position that he's in because of what Jurgen Klopp done. Virgil van Dijk was signed and became the best centre-back in the world. We were talking about Robertson and Trent as the two best left and right back, respectively, the entire time. Alisson's become amazing. The common denominator here is the team, Liverpool Football Club, and its manager, the spearhead for the whole thing, Jurgen Klopp. It doesn't mean I hate Mo Salah. It just means that you shouldn't be using prime Bale, Hazard, Suarez in the same sentence as Mo Salah.
Okay, guys, we're going to end it there. All right. What do you think? Is Mo Salah underappreciated? Who would you pick? Luis Suarez
He's not selfish, though, as well.
In his prime.
Let's put that out there. Mo Salah is not selfish. That's one thing that really does wind me up, because
he was a little bit.
Was he at the time? Do you think?
But guys, we're gonna have to call this video to end. Tell me what you think about the video. From all we've said, please let us know. Mo Salah lovers, Mo Salah haters, comment down below, guys. This is Box to Box Football. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and we will see you next time.